It's the end of another month, so come into the craft room with me and let's take a look at what I've been making in June. So, something fun I started this month was a podcast for my Substack. I've really missed podcasting, so that was really fun. I've been working on my card a day project. As you can see here, I'm printing photos on my selfie just to fill some spots that I didn't have cards for. This one here was a bit of fun poking fun at myself where I made a four-sided pentagon. So I recorded my fail on one of my cards. I did some dyeing this month, so I decided to include that. Just gave it a bit of a spray to make it work, and then also added the end result of the fibre, some scraps I had. We did an art walk with homeschool, so I replicated one of our exercises for my card for that day because I didn't want to, ruin my art journal by pulling it out. This was another card where I had some leftover scraps and I did this card painting twice. So I made it a card for recognizing the catch-up day. I started a 5 things right now class, so I'm just prepping my journal here so I can run through and catch up on the days that I've missed. And then I just needed to slot all my cards in so I could clean my desk and get that page all finished up. I also did some sewing this month. So the first thing I made was a Coco by Tilly and the Buttons. I made the t-shirt version, absolutely love it, new favorite make. While I had the sewing machine out, I decided to make a start on the backing for my quilt mess. I had stacks of leftovers, so I cut them into these 2.5 inch squares, and I'm making like a cross pattern on the back, which I'm really looking forward to see come together. Started sewing those together as well, got most of that joined ready to put onto the backing. That's my next job for July. I did the dyeing that I mentioned earlier, which was really fun. So I've had this sitting around for ages, waiting to be done, and I finally got the mojo this month. And then I got to start spinning it up. So I spent lots of time at my spinning wheel this month. I've set it up on my IKEA trolley, so it's in my lounge room, so I can just sit and spin with the family. I helped Mr. Ten cast on a scarf for his teddy bears. I think it was a scarf. I did plenty of crochet on my blanket. Here I'm watching a movie called Homespun, which is an Aussie movie. I think I found it on Stan. It was a bit of fun. I also took my crochet to the markets when I was helping out with Scouts. So while I was supervising also Mr. Ten, I sat there and crocheted away while I was chatting. So that was a bit of fun in the sun there, trying not to freeze. And then this one here is a bit of a secret squirrel project that I finally finished last night. I'll share it soon on the blog once it's shared. And that was June. Hope you've had a great month too.